What's going on, guys? Ronnie here with the Local Losers. The last video I think was when we went drifting a couple weeks ago, and that's what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about what happened with the truck, what the future plans are for the truck, and what we are going to do with the truck. There it is. So I know in the last video I said that some things were going to change and I was trying to figure some stuff out and blah, 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 blah. Carissa brought it to my attention that I kind of made it seem like we were going to retire this thing. That is not the case at all. The truck killed it. It did awesome. The big thing, and we've been having this trouble for a while, is steering. So we figured out the death wobble. Will was there and he was able to help me. If we get up under here, I don't know if you guys can see them. Try and get you pointed up. No, you can't see them. Anyways, the lower control arm bolts are loose. They're like backing out. So we're gonna have to figure something out for those lower control arm bolts, whether we can buy new ones from Nissan or just buy different ones and have a nut and a bolt with a head on it instead of the way that Nissan did it. But we gotta do that. Then, the other problem, let me take off my glasses so I can see what I'm talking about. Down in here, right there, you can see that's our steering linkage. And when we go to full lock, when the tire's fully locked, we run into what's called over centering, which is where the wheel doesn't want to come back to center. It wants to go the opposite direction. So this point right here, right there, that one, okay? When it goes to full lock, when it goes like this, instead of that point wanting to go this way, it's already past its fulcrum and or whatever it's called, and it wants to go that direction, like that point. So it'll go like this. Well, it's past 90 degrees and it wants to go that way instead of coming back. So we have to fix that. And my idea is to take the rack out of a Subaru because they are front steer cars. Same as the trucks, they're front steer cars. And this has been done before, but we're gonna try to do a little better job of it. They end up running like through the motor mount down there, which isn't a big deal. We might cut that off and build custom motor mounts. I don't know yet. We haven't gotten into the ideas of this. But what this video is really about, obviously it's about that. It's about all the updates, and that's really it. The truck did perfect besides the steering. We get the steering figured out, and it's gonna be great. It made lots of smoke. It was super fun. We had it on ethanol the whole weekend, which is fine. The plan is to get bigger injectors for it, and then make 400 on E55. We can get E55 out of the pump here in Sierra Vista. So that's what I want this thing to live on. So yeah, that's the truck. But I said something was gonna change, and let me show you guys that. So we're over here at the shop, or the garage. We're not in the shop. The STI is in there, and there's a car right here in front of me. I don't want to point me at the sun. Let's go this way. So in the last video, I said that things were going to change and I wasn't sure like what direction I wanted to go and that kind of thing. I don't exactly know like what's going on in my brain, but there's a lot. And this car that you're on top of is kind of the first step towards that. We were on the way back from the event and I was talking to Carissa and I told her I want to get into competitive drifting. I want a competitive drift chassis. I don't want the hard body that we've got to R&D like everything we want to do. There's so few people that make parts for them. B-Banny, Rodifab. There's some other guy that came out that basically just like stole all of B-Banny stuff. But there's not a whole lot of people. You know, I want tension rods. I want this, I want that. And we just can't get those things. So we're gonna develop some of those parts and we're gonna make those work so we can run S-chassis tension rods and things of that nature. But on the way back, I told Chris all this and she said, why don't you get on the internet and try to find you a $2,000 to $4,000 Z car. It's like, okay, that's a good chassis. Started looking for a Z, couldn't find anything in that price range that wasn't automatic. Obviously, I'm not going to deal with that bull crap. So I remembered my buddy Jason Vieira had this car, and he wanted a really good deal for it. And I bought it. What do you want? Get out of here then. So anyways, this is what I bought. We're gonna slowly build this into something. We already ordered some parts. They're coming from Japan. Actually, that's not true. We're waiting on confirmation of said parts being available to make it into the container. Then we'll order said parts. But anyways, parts are on the way. We're gonna drift it stock for the time being, and then when the motor goes out or it feels like it's time to move forward with horsepower, we're going to end up getting the typical LS T56 combo to go in this thing. But let me show you what we're working with. I got a really good deal on this, so don't be mad at me. It's another Subaru. Woohoo! So this is a 2013 BRZ. I got it from a buddy, and we paid $3,500 for it. It runs and drives. It's not perfect. You can see the headlights are super fogged up. Down here, it's beat up. The thing's got like 200,000 miles on it. It's 187. On the back, I'll show you the back right here. It got messed up right there. The inside's in pretty good shape. I don't know if you guys can see all that. There's a little tear right here. But overall, it's pretty good. There is that. The fender is a little crushed. Oh, here. Stick shift car, 6-speed, 3 pedals down there. So that's nice. We're gonna have to take it out, maybe do a little, some street drifting. But it is bone stock, early car. The new ones I think have like a metal intake manifold. This one has a plastic one. But yeah, all stock. There's so much room in this engine bay. It's ridiculous. So that's it, new car. New direction for me. The truck will get finished before this gets put under the knife. And we will be taking both these to the track hopefully pretty soon. And yeah, that's it. So stay tuned, stay with me, stick with me. We got this project for next year. We got the Skyline coming in for next year. Obviously the hard body, we'll try to finish that. But yeah, we also have the dually. Eventually we got to get back to that. But for now, that's it. I'll see you guys on the next one. I know it's kind of a short video, but I just wanted to show you guys what was going on.